And here we have our Congress, I almost called you a Slam member, sorry. Our great Congressman, Dan Goldman, who helped make this happen. So I want to thank all of you for being the true believers, the fighters out there, knowing who we have their backs, and I want everyone to know that. We're fighting for New Yorkers, families, the families that come through here, the families that live in this neighborhood, the families who live all over the state of New York, because they deserve champions. All of you are champions, and I'm really proud to have this announcement with all of you here today. Thank you very much, everyone. With that, Assembly Member, Congressman Dan Goldman.
Thank you so much, Governor. Thanks for all your work on this and highlighting what is a fabulous program that really needs to be taken advantage of. Michelle, Jenny from the Girls Club, thanks for hosting us. For those who don't know, the work that is done here is unparalleled. It is a model for the entire city and the state, and we're going to work hard to continue to scale it up with you. My elected friends, Councilmember Rivera, Assemblymember Epstein, Senator Kavanaugh, thank you all for being here and for your help and support in doing this. I want to recognize Commissioner Barbara Gwynn and also the USDA Regional Administrator Lisbeth Silberman, who's here from the federal government administering these funds. Food insecurity is a major, major issue throughout the city. There are 1 in 5 American children are going hungry, and in New York City that number is 1 in 4. And during the summer, it gets so much worse because school lunches and breakfasts are not available. That is why the summer EBT program is so essential for our families in New York City. This was included by Democrats in the last Congress, passed into law by President Biden and Vice President Harris. But as the governor says, that's just the first step. That's not the last step. And what it takes is a lot of coordination between the USDA, between the governor and the state legislature, and all the way on down to our local officials who execute it, who implement the program. And we, with OTDA, held a roundtable last month to try to get the word out about this program. It is essential for families who rely on that food assistance during the year. And we don't want federal money to go unused. We don't want that for a lot of reasons. One is it's money that is available, it's hard fought, hard won, and it needs to be used. But if it goes unused, it gets used against us. The next time we are trying to fund a program like summer EBT, like affordable childcare, like child tax credits, like paid family leave, we get thrown back in our face by Republicans, well, we have given all this money and it doesn't even get used. That is not something that we should ever, ever have to address or deal with. Food insecurity is something that my office has been really focused on. The concept of community project funds, used to be called earmarks, was reintroduced a few years ago, and I'm proud that 3 of our 10 projects that we were able to fund related to food insecurity and trying to scale up as much food distribution as we possibly can so that our children do not go hungry. I'm a member of the Dads Caucus. The governor is the first mom governor. I have 5 kids. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's, it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's also the most stressful thing in the world. And that's why we are continuing to fight as part of the Dads Caucus, as part of the Democratic Party. We are fighting for programs that make things a little bit easier, a little more affordable for working families. And let me just add one note. This is not giveaways. This is not just spending money that we don't have. These programs, many of these programs, are a net benefit to our economy. They reduce the deficit. When parents can continue to work in their jobs and they don't have to choose, as the governor said, between childcare and their careers, that benefits the economy. And every dollar that we put into childcare yields far more than a dollar of a benefit to our economy. So this is something that is not only good for our families, but it is good for our country. And that's why we need to keep pushing forward to make sure that our working families can get by and get ahead. So thank you all for being here, and thank you, the governor, for making sure that this is happening. Sign up by September 3rd. Let's get the word out. Everybody needs to know about this. And there's perhaps no one better, no organization better in the city to make people aware of all of the various food programs than No Kid Hungry. And I want to bring up Rachel Sabella, the director.